Welcome, welcome, welcome to Total Transformation Secrets. I'm Dr. Lisa Singletary. This is our live Zoom series, and today I think we're on number 12. So let's just get right to the presentation. Can you see that, Tony?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we are going full screen. There we go. We don't mess around here. Okay, so I am Dr. Lisa Singletary. Today we're talking about proteins. And
Mhm.
I'm going to just find the thumbnail. So, Tony, if you need to interrupt me, I can't see you making hand signal or anything. So you'll just have to break
Okay.
in. So we're talking about proteins today and amino acids and what proteins can do for your metabolism, your muscle, and your microbiome. Let's see if I can. There we go. It advanced. Yay. So it's March. It's a new month. It's let me, I might say this a couple times. Clocks go forward tonight. Daylight saving time completely snuck up on me this year. I was just so excited. We were getting more light since this solstice, the winter solstice, but I didn't realize the vernal equinox was so soon, but it's only hours away. So set your clocks forward. Okay, so in the month of March, we're rotating through all 5 M's. And if you don't know what the 5 M's are all about, I'll share that with you a little later. But today we're talking about the M called macronutrients. That's the
Mhm.
protein, fats, and carbohydrates that we take in, the ratios and whatnot. And we're doing a special highlight on protein. And I want you to think also of a couple of other words along with protein. So we're going to talk about 3 secrets of protein and fat loss, muscle mass, satiety, and a bonus secret about protein and aging. And for my live viewers, I have a bonus for you at the very end. All right, so why is protein so important? Well, it makes up 20% of your body, which that's a lot comparing uh, with the fact that we have water is 65% of our body. But if you took the water out, just think of how much more protein would be. I'm looking, someone's typing. I think they're trying to get in. So, but protein and compared to fat, which is 10% of, and that percentage changes based on your body, based on your habits, your diet, genetics, whatnot. But carbohydrates, only 1%. We talk about carbs, 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 but they only make up 1% of your body. And give me 1 second. Oh, let me advance the slide. So I want you to think of these different words for protein. Uh, Protein, we can see some nice sources of protein, not the lemons, but I like everything else about the picture. But in the body, in the gut, and this is why the gut is so important, proteins are broken down into uh, amino acids, which are the smallest units of the protein. Now, you might have heard the word peptides, and there's a famous peptide in the news these days. It's GLP-1. The P in one in GLP-1 is peptide. And what is a peptide? It's a broken down portion of protein. And then the proteins get broken down even smaller into amino acids so that they can act on the cell or or enter the cell if they're small enough. Uh, I'll just give me one Zoom link, live Zoom. Oh, what did I call it? I think I called it live Zoom. And so, okay. So being 20% of the body, very important, but it's not just for bodybuilders. It's for anyone that wants to maintain their muscles, their energy, their longevity, and for those of us, I gotta say us, who are on a weight loss journey, protein is a superpower. And I'm so glad I could find this photo of my friend in my mind. Actually, she's a friend. I have multiple friends that are friends of hers, but Ernestine Shepherd, amazing, amazing, amazing. And look at what protein does for her. And it's not just protein, of course. She's doing everything right. Resistance training, all the things. But protein is key for so many systems in the body and just the substance of the body itself. All right, I'm Dr. Lisa Singletary. I'm also known as the 100-pound weight loss specialist because I personally lost over 100 pounds. Actually, we're up to 150 pounds plus now, and I'm still on the journey. And I do have a byline of empowering transformation from the inside out, but I want to tell you, I'm sick and tired of my friends being sick and dying. And I just, there's so much information. We've got everything we need. And it's, we just need, I'm doing my best to get the information that I know out to the world because uh, so much of this is needless. So I want to give you some secrets today of how to use protein to activate your wellness journey. Um, yeah, helping others achieve their health goals. A lot of people put their health on the back burner, and I just want to encourage you to prioritize your health. You know, I just can't tell you um, the friends, the family, the loved ones that they're suffering, and I think I can help. So I hope um, I get an opportunity for them, for anyone to listen to not only my heart, but my knowledge. So that's what this series is all about. Um, I'm sorry, uh, but I'm a little mad. I'm mad at cancer. I'm mad at heart disease. I'm mad at metabolic syndrome. I'm mad at these things because they don't always have to be. Oh, yeah, I'm mad at blood clotting stuff. Anyway, back to the presentation. So, 2006, I was a very heavy girl, but I had the gift of motion. And I'm very glad about that because I think it really helped my muscles. And although my metabolism, you can just look and see my metabolism was not balanced, but I with that gift of motion, the gift of exercise, I was able to build my muscles for later times, and I'm thankful for that. A couple years later, I went home to take care. I left my medical practice, go home and take care of my parents, and visited this young lady. And 8 years later, when my parents transitioned, the same young ladies are in the photo, and you might be able to see that I'm in a wheelchair. I needed my father's wheelchair just to get around the house, and I needed a miracle. Now, I put the slide in because I did need a miracle, and I love the slide, but this is also my cue to give a disclaimer because I'm not talking medical, I'm not diagnosing, treating, preventing, mitigating, curing any diseases. I'm just sharing with you things that I learned about the body and about nutrition that changes lives. And it changed mine. So you can see the trajectory I was on for the first 6 decades of my life. Um, I was a statistic. I read in a magazine, a scientific magazine, that Americans gain 1 to 3 pounds of weight every year, and that's usually around winter. So that's why we went through the winter wellness secrets. But you could see on my trajectory, even that one brief period when I took a weight loss drug and got some results. As soon as I stopped the drug, which was very rapidly because I got side effects as well as results. As soon as I could stop the drug, my weight climbed back up just like I had never lost the weight in the first place, right? It's right back on that trajectory up. And then, taking care of my parents, I was under a lot of stress. So I had some yo-yo dieting, a little bit of stress weight loss there, but the real change came when I learned how to nourish my cells and hydrate my cells. So I want to share some of that with you. And a big part of that got me from the picture on the left to the picture on the right was protein. So what's secret number one of the protein biohack? Protein fuels fat loss. So we're on a weight loss journey, maybe many of us, statistically, a lot of us. And we do so many different things to lose weight. But if you don't have the right amount of protein, you're not going to lose the right kind of weight. We don't want to lose muscle when we lose weight. We want to lose fat. And protein is a key to helping us to lose fat and not our muscle. So what are some other secrets about not secrets, but tips about protein and fat loss, as well as muscle growth? Well, protein helps you feel fuller longer. The joke, the, what do you call it? Anyway, I'll say joke. The joke about Chinese food, you eat your Chinese food and then you're hungry an hour later. Well, that's because it's carb laden, most of it, with the noodles or the rice. And there's some protein, but it's the ratio that's not quite optimal for the body. And so the body's like, oh, need some more protein, and you get hungry. Protein preserves. So the way to enjoy Chinese food is to cut down on the carbs, right? You find a place that will, or you make it. I love my wok. And, you can control the ingredients you put in, but you cut down the noodles and the rice to like a quarter or even less of what you normally would. That's another extra tip. Okay. Protein preserves muscle mass during weight loss, but you have to have the right amount. It increases resting calorie burn. So your muscles are like little power plants. And so they stoke your metabolism, and protein is a key. It activates a key pathway for muscle growth, mTOR we call it, and it helps muscle repair. It's the building blocks of the muscle. So after you do your training, like we saw in that picture, uh, then protein is key. So here's a small win. Start your day with at least 30 grams of protein. And that can be eggs, turkey sausage, uh, the least processed, right? Sausage is a processed food, so you want to go on the natural. I mean, we used to make sausage when I grew up, but um, you know, you want to be careful about your sausage. I'll put it that way. Avocado, and that will increase your calorie burn and reduce cravings later in the day. All right. Secret number 2. Let's talk about protein and muscle mass. So secret number 1 is protein and fat loss. We're digging a little more into the protein and the muscle mass. How much do you need? Well, most people undereat the amount of protein that they need. And so they're slowly losing muscle over time. The optimal protein intake for muscle building is 1.2 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. So it varies per body weight. You just can't say 20 milligrams per meal. But I wanted to translate that into pounds because not everyone knows how many kilograms they are. So it's 0.54 to 0.82 grams of protein per pound of body weight daily. So if you're 200 pounds, that's about 100 grams of protein, a little bit more. On the low end to 100 and, is it 0.8 times 160? That sounds right. Yeah, 160 grams on the high end. So what can you do? Well, you want to eat 25 to 30 grams per meal. Space it out because your body's using it continually all day. And that will help you maximize your muscle recovery and your strength. Another small win, I have to stick this in there, is protein shakes. So we're going to talk about just a little bit. We're going to talk about protein shakes. But the benefit of a good quality protein shake is you can get a lot of protein in a very delicious way, but also in an easy to absorb, easy to digest way. And so for people, I think we talked about GLP-1s last time. At some point they were, I don't know. But anyway, people who are trying to activate their GLP-1s or they're actually taking GLP-1s for weight loss, they lose their appetite and they're at a risk. They're at a high risk of losing protein because they get full so quickly and they don't want to eat food and they don't get enough fiber. They don't get all the amino acids that they need. And so a good quality shake can be a superpower for someone who is has troubles chewing, troubles. So I think I hear someone's mic is open. If you would mute that. But anyway, the importance of protein, a good quality protein shake can be a major help. Secret number 3, protein controls hunger and cravings. So if you stay full, stay lean with your protein, protein increases the hormone GLP-1. It increases satiety. It reduces your hunger hormone. So it's not just that your stomach's full, and your stomach doesn't have to be full, but it actually makes a difference in your hormone. Higher protein meals lead to fewer cravings and better portion control throughout the day. Protein, here's the equation for the satiety power combo. Protein plus fiber plus healthy fats. Now, where do we get them from? Well, the protein, those of us that are carnivores or that are on high protein diets, low carb diets, um, it's pretty easy for us to get protein and to get the complete amount of protein and the complete complement of proteins because proteins from animal sources, including eggs, are what we call complete proteins. Proteins from plants, which is where we get the fiber from, are usually incomplete, meaning they're missing some of the essential amino acids that we need. So if you're on a vegan or vegetarian diet, then you have to work harder to get the not only the right amount of protein, but the right complement of amino acids. But in healthy fats, well, protein comes with that, right? If you're eating chicken or steak or there's salmon has fatty fish. I mean, salmon is a fatty fish with healthy fats, so you don't have to add healthy fats, right? The healthy fats come with the protein. So snack like a pro. Instead of a carb heavy snack, eat a high protein, fiber rich snack. For instance, Greek yogurt and berries, or turkey roll-ups, guacamole. And you can Google, right? What are some high protein, fiber rich, carb heavy, low carb snacks. So, uh, but look for this. They're very satisfying. Nuts. They're like their own little snack package, just in nature. Um, and there's a bonus secret, which I mentioned. Protein protects you as you age. How? Well, it helps to counteract age-related muscle loss. We've talked about sarcopenia many times, but I don't, and I've actually heard it um, on the news just once last week, but I don't think I hear it as much as I want to hear it on the news. We should be talking about the importance of muscles as you age, or muscle mass. But the second point, it reduces the risk of functional impairments. What does that mean? Well, falls, right? If you're As you age and your protein mass decreases, then there's weakness, there's loss of balance, and the risk of falls, which falls can be an absolute life-altering event. We want to prevent those. Protein helps your mental health and helps to reduce cognitive decline. And it helps your metabolic health, your immunity, your weight management. Protein is a macronutrient superhero, as far as I'm concerned, and the science. So, a balanced approach to protein intake, considering your individual needs. So, it's per pound that we want to dose our protein, dose, quote unquote. Dietary strategies and protein sources, they're all crucial to overall health, muscle growth, fat loss, and healthy aging. So I'm going to stop there. But hey, I can see everybody that came. Thank you. Alice, thank you. Adrian, Joanne, David, Tony, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful information. And please don't hang up, because when we turn the cameras off, I got a question for you and I've got a bonus for you. So for uh, my live team, you're not just listeners, you're not just viewers, you're my team, you're my family. All right. So, and if you're listening on the recording, you're my family too. But I love you all. Let me find that record button. So protein power. We want to harness the power of protein for our gut, our muscles, our minds, our aging. It's a macronutrient superpower. All right. Love you. Mwah.